Hello everyone, it is Ryan back again on the Syntax Byte channel with another look at a user testing service. Today we're going to be talking about TryMyUI. So big thanks to the user that commented. I'll put their comment up here suggesting that I try TryMyUI. I have given it a shot and have the review here for you guys. Luckily the service is legit and we'll get to payment proof later on in the video. First, I do want to go ahead and show some of the process that I went through to get into TryMyUI. So we're going to have a look at their screener test just so you guys can get a feel for the type of work that you do for TryMyUI. So this is just some footage from my screener test, just kind of showing me going through a test. And as soon as we finish having a quick look at that, we'll go through the payment proof. Need to find a way to add criteria to search for restaurants based on my criteria. So I want something quick, open late, not too expensive, and with a good rating. So I want to search, but I don't really know what to search. So I'm just going to search for quick service. And quick bites comes up. So that seems to be kind of what I would want to do. So I'm going to click that. Okay. So now these are all quick bites, but now I need to find a way to filter by price and make sure that it's open right now. And I'm also in downtown as well. So I see that not all of these are in downtown, so I'm going to click downtown to filter that down. And now this should be just restaurants in the downtown area. And now I want to search for something relatively inexpensive. So I'm going to click cost for 2 here, and I'm going to click less than $26. Now one thing I don't like is I'm not sure how exactly I would add, say, less than $30. I'm not sure how I would specify this. So $26 is, it seems to me to be a bit of a random number, so I'm not sure how to specify a custom amount. But I will just go for less than $26 for now. Okay. So alright, so now that you guys have a good feel for exactly what TryMyUI is, if you didn't already kind of know what a user testing service is, there's a number of them out there, including user testing, which I've talked about multiple times on the channel, user feel, validately. So I have a number of videos on my channel discussing various services, but it was asked that I have a look at TryMyUI, and so I did go ahead and sign up for it using the screener test that I just showed, so that was live. That's the screener test that got me accepted into TryMyUI, so that you guys are aware. So let's go ahead and jump over to the computer here and have a look at some payment proof. You can see here on my PayPal account that I was paid $10 by TryMyUI on August 12th. That's the only time that I've been paid by TryMyUI. I haven't completed more than a single test with them, so that's the only time. We can go ahead and refresh the page here. And you can see that there's no funny business still there and everything, so I haven't done any inspect element magic or anything. It's pure payment proof for you guys here. Now, although I did only complete one test with TryMyUI and get paid for it, I have received a number of test notifications, most of which I just haven't responded to. I haven't had time or just haven't chosen to actually go through with the test. And we'll get back to a little bit as to why I haven't actually completed more than one test when we do look at the feedback email. So I'm also going to show you that one nice thing about TryMyUI is they provide very detailed feedback, and so we'll have a look at that email as well. But first I want to go ahead and jump into some numbers, and with those numbers, having a look at of all the notifications they sent me. Since I only completed one test with TryMyUI, I don't think that's representative of the amount of money that I could have made with TryMyUI. I just didn't really pursue the tests that significantly. So I got a number of notifications that I didn't follow up on, I didn't look at the screeners for, or I just wasn't around to receive. I'm quite busy with school and other things going on, so I'm not always able to respond to these notifications when they're received. and often it's just because I'm not at home. So, and that may be the same as your situation, in which case you might be like me and only end up really doing one test maybe every couple of months. But I don't think that that's a fair assessment of the potential of TryMyUI. So let's go ahead and dive into the charts here. First, just a chart showing the number of test notifications received each month, August through September. And I made this chart right at the start of November, so October is showing the lowest, and those were the final October numbers. These were just pulled from emails with the subject line TryMyUI notification in Gmail, which is how they send them. So we can see started as above 20 and then met 20 in September, going down to about maybe 16 there in October. So small decline. I don't know if it's significant. I don't know if it'll keep going. It may just be because I haven't been taking advantage of tests that TryMyUI has stopped sending as many my way. But it's not necessarily, again, something I'd be too concerned about. A number of test notifications, at least one every second day in each month. So, and that may not occur every second day, but there is, for every 2 days in the month, there was a test notification received by TryMyUI. Moving on to the daily, weekday data. So I want to have a little bit of a breakdown for you guys. If you are trying to make sure that you're at home or whatever, or trying to understand, is this service going to work for me? Am I going to be home when they're sending out these test notifications or not? My time zone is actually currently Eastern time. But for a while when I started TryMyUI, it was Central Time. I'm not sure if anyone can tell by the background, but I've actually moved recently. So now I'm on Eastern Time, but nonetheless, only about an hour, maybe 2 hours difference there. No test notifications received on Saturday, and only a couple on Sunday. So if you are pretty restricted during the week, TryMyUI might not be the right service for you. That being the big takeaway there. The largest number of test notifications coming through on Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, with a bit of a dip on Thursday and Friday. So none on the weekend, essentially none on the weekend. Lots Monday, Tuesday. So if you have good availability those days, you'll do well on TryMyUI, and then not as good Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Having a look at what hour these notifications are coming through, and this is where it's going to get a bit more time zone sensitive, so that's why I mentioned that particular information. We could see, actually pretty decent timing, early to late afternoon on most of those test notifications, so that's pretty fair. Yes, I believe all these times would be in Eastern time, because that's when I pulled the archive from Gmail that I used to generate this data. But yeah, early afternoon, primarily being the main hour at which these are coming through, between 12 and 5 with a bit of a minor peak in the evening. So regardless of when you're home, there should be the ability to go ahead and do these tests, but by far more in the afternoon. So if you're someone who works till about 5 p.m., it may be difficult to get most of those tests. So that's all I wanted to look at there. Just give you kind of a look at, although I only did one test with TryMyUI, there's definitely potential for more. So just building on everything that we've seen, a few thoughts myself on TryMyUI. I thought the UI itself, the testing UI, was really quite nice. They allow you to speak to your qualifications in the video. This is something that most other services use sort of a survey format for. TryMyUI is like, this is what you need to be, and then speak to it at the start of the video. So that's that. And they give me quite a detailed follow-up email to review as well. So I do want to go ahead and have a quick look at that. Okay, excellent. So we'll flip back over to the screen here, and here is the review. So I scored a 4 out of 5 maximum points. This was not for my screener. This was for an actual review that I got paid for. But the reviewer comments say there was a background buzz. Now this isn't something I've received, and using the exact same setup, exact same microphone, exact same room, etc. at my old place. They said there was a background buzz. There was a buzzing sound in my recording that made it difficult to hear my voice. Fix this using a headset or adjusting the gain of your microphone. Please fix this before doing another test. And to be honest, I wasn't too sure how to attack it. I know what the buzzing noise is. It's not something that would be fixed with a headset. Maybe adjusting the gain on the microphone, I'm not too sure. It's my computer. It's just the fans in my computer can create a bit of a quiet buzz, and that's what gets in the video. Unfortunately, the microphone's not always the best at eliminating it. I wish it was better. Maybe I could adjust the gain. I'm not too sure. I haven't really played around with it. For the most part, the audio quality was acceptable to me, even if there was a minor buzz, and this isn't something that I've received from other testing services any comments on. So I can't tell if it's just them being particularly picky or my mic worked like really bad with their software. I'm not really sure, because I did a test one and it sounded okay to me. So either they're very particular about their sound quality, which could be the case, or my microphone just doesn't work very well with their software. The rest of them are pretty good thoughts. So it seemed to be that is just what killed me. But I was a little bit worried on doing another test because I wasn't really sure how to fix the microphone issue. But overall, this is a very detailed review, and compared to user testing, where I almost never get any feedback, having a detailed review like this is very helpful to make sure that you are doing quality reviews. So a lot of my user testing reviews don't get rated, and I still get paid for them, which I take as a good sign. But it's difficult to build up a solid 5-star rating if nobody ever rates your tests. So I really do appreciate this email from TryMyUI. It's very helpful, despite the concern about this comment. I mean, if that's what they picked up, that's what they picked up. So just the biggest con is that I haven't taken many tests from them. They only seem to do the thing via email. I guess I could pin the tab like I do with user testing, but I just haven't. I just don't seem to be home very often when the screeners come through. So that's what yeah, those are my thoughts on TryMyUI. Overall, I would recommend signing up for it and giving it a shot. If you haven't, it's like any other review service. You go through a screener, you get in, they send you qualifiers. If you qualify, great, you can take the test. If you don't, it's not a big deal. But they are legit, and they do pay pretty decent service, so definitely go ahead and check that out if you think it's something that you would be interested in. I hope you have found this review helpful, and I will see you guys in the next video.